Welcome to Chalk Talk, Danville Public Schools weekly news magazine. I'm Diane Locker, your host. This week we're going to be talking about pearls, and I'm not talking about the things that you wear around your necks. I'm talking about an organization of young women here at George Washington High School that I think you're going to be pretty impressed with. I have Carolyn Stevens, the assistant principal here at George Washington High School, with me, and she's here to help us talk about the Pearls organization, and she is also the assistant principal, but the sponsor of Pearls. Now, Pearls stands for something, Carolyn. What is that?
Well, we call them Precious Pearls. We chose the name from our Girls with Pearls last year at Westwood Middle School. And so the organization that sponsored us last year, the Links organization, wanted to continue this program here at George Washington High School. So we decided to call it Precious Pearls, which means they're precious.
Aren't they precious? I want to, actually, I don't usually do this, but I want to read something directly from some information that I had on this.
Okay.
And it talks about if you want to be a leader, not a follower, if you want to be a friend and a sister who people can count on, if you want to dream bigger, be your best self, and achieve your goals, Pearls is a place for you. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. What is the organization all about?
Diane is basically developing young girls to be great leaders. You know, I work for greatness. I don't take just okay. I want them to be outstanding leaders for the school, role models for the school.
How many girls do you have involved?
We chose 40, right at 45, 50 girls. We have a steady group of about 25 that attend on a regular basis.
Now, if I wanted to be a member of Pearls, how does that happen? I know I probably have to want to be a member, but what happens after that? Do you just, if I say I want to be a member, that's it?
No, they were chosen. The girls that we chose were selected by their guidance counselors. And so from that point, they were invited to attend the program. And if they chose not to, it was okay. But if they wanted to, we were willing to work with them.
Now, I believe in reading over some of the information about the organization, the girls don't just come here and have a meeting. They've got to set some goals, those types of things. Is that correct?
They do, and we've done some outreach for the community, for a better community, because we realize a good school requires a good community. So the girls have been volunteering into the community, and when you talk to them, they'll tell you about some of the projects they've been involved in.
And this is the first year at GW. But the second year for Danville Public Schools.
Yes.
Total.
Yes.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get back here and talk to some of the girls.
Okay.
And find out exactly what goes on in Pearls.
Thank you.
Anaya, what's your grade level?
12th.
12th grade. I understand you are big on track.
Yes, ma'am, I am. I'm a state champion. I won states my sophomore year. I jumped 38 1/2 inch in triple jump. And
wow.
Yes.
Why Pearls? Why are you part of this organization?
Well, I was selected by the guidance counselor. It was such an honor to be in this group because I've met females that I'd never seen before in school, and we became like very close, and we learned to be leaders, and we encourage each other and other people, and we take responsibilities of our actions, and I really like this group.
Now, in some of the reading I went through, it said that each of you have an objective. You set a goal. Mm-hmm. Did you set a goal?
Well, yes.
You want to share it with me?
You talking about my goal and
yeah.
track? Okay. Well, I plan on attending Arizona State University. I want to.
Why Arizona?
Because that's the school I want to go to. Like, it's nice out there. I want to run track there. I want to major in physical therapy, and hopefully one day I'll run track in the Olympics.
Wow, that's a big goal.
Yes.
That is a huge goal. Now, have you done any of the community service things that's involved in Pearls?
No, ma'am, because I'm always busy with track. But they did the Toy for Tots and Feeding the Hungry, and they did a lot of other things, but I wasn't able to attend because I run track and I'm always busy.
Any of the sports keep you busy every day. I want to thank you for talking to me, and I understand you got to leave right now because you've got to go to track.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Asiana, I know that the Pearls is an acronym for different things. What I'd like for you to do for me is kind of walk through what Pearls really means. If I say the P is for,
Personal responsibility.
and so E,
Empathy.
empathy.
Yes.
A,
Awareness.
wow. R,
Respect.
L,
Leadership.
S.
Support.
You know the whole thing. You know the whole thing. Now, did you make an objective here in Pearls? A goal about Pearls and your time in Pearls. Do you have one?
Yes.
What is it?
To work on how I communicate with other people.
You know what? You're doing good.
Thank you.
You are communicating well.
Thank you.
Now, why did you set that particular goal?
Well, I have a little trouble communicating with people, so I wanted to get better, and Miss Stevens and Pearls helped me with it.
Do you think you've gotten better? I can't tell. You're very good right now.
Thank you.
So you think you've achieved that goal? Do you think you could have achieved that without Pearls?
No.
What does this organization mean to you?
Just help. Like, it helps me with stuff. A lot of things.
And when I was talking to one of the other girls, she said that it allowed her to meet some people that she did not know. Has that been true for you too?
Yes.
To get to know other girls that are in the program.
Yes.
What grade are you in?
9th.
9th grade. You're a freshman.
Mhm.
Great. And why did you decide that you wanted to be in Pearls?
I was in Pearls last year at Westwood.
Okay, so this was a natural transition for you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't that also make it easier for you when you left Westwood to come to GW to already have that thing that you knew and felt comfortable with?
Yes.
It makes a good transition.
Yes, it did.
You coming back next year?
Yes.
Good. You'll be a real talker next year.
Thank
Jemiah, Ms. Stevens tells me that you've been a very active member of Pearls, and she's talking about some of the activities that you do. Tell me about some of those activities.
Well, first we started the canned good drive in school to feed the homeless, like at the Square Army. So we put some posters and stuff together, and we made notes. We told everybody in the school to bring canned goods. Sometimes the teachers in class would tell them they'd get them extra credit for bringing canned goods. And another thing we did on Thanksgiving.
Now, the canned goods. Let's go back to that. You did that school-wide.
Mhm.
How do you have an estimate of how much you collected?
Like 300 and something.
And then where did the canned goods go?
To the Square Army, they fed the Salvation Army.
The
Yeah.
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a canned goods drive to feed the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
What else have you been involved in?
Feeding the homeless on Thanksgiving,
And that's done where?
Yanceyville.
And when you say feed the homeless, did you actually go there and cook or
No,
serve, or
yeah.
what'd you do?
We served, we greeted people at the door, and basically helped everybody out. Like, they didn't have to go make their plates. We went and made the plates for them so they can feel like welcome and stuff like that.
You served them. Okay. We're going to take a short break now. Be sure to come back after the break because we're going to continue talking to these girls and finding out more about the Pearls organization.
Hello, my name is J.D. Edmonds, and this is my wife.
Janine Edmonds.
I am the Bonner Booster President, and I'm encouraging all you parents to get involved with your child's education, get involved with the community, and show your support for your kids' school.
Continue to be that bridge between the community, school, and family.
Hello everyone, my name is Alexandra Reddy and I'm the Beta Club president here at Galileo Magnet High School. Let me tell you about Beta Club. Beta Club is a national academic club that focuses on community service. And in fact, our motto is let us lead by serving others. So every month, the Beta Club here at Galileo completes a service project for our community and also for our school. And then in February, we travel to the state convention where we compete with other schools in the areas of English, science, social studies, talent competitions, and it's a really awesome experience. But I also have the honor of being the Virginia State Beta Club president, an election that I won back in February at the convention. So this means that I have to travel to at least 2 other state conventions this year, There's North Carolina, South Carolina, all across the country that I am able to travel to. So I'm very blessed to be the state president, and I'm excited for what the year holds and making Galileo proud and making Virginia Beta proud.
Ashanti, I understand that you were part of Pearls at Westwood. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that why you came to GW to be part of Pearls, or how did that come about?
Well, when at Westwood I was chosen, I guess they like my drive. And then here I was chosen again. I didn't know that if you came from Westwood, you were automatically in it. I guess you had to be chosen twice.
I think so. From what I understand, you were chosen to be in it at Westwood, and you were also chosen to be at it here in GW. Now, each of you set some type of goal when you come into the program. What kind of goal did you set?
Mine was to go to SCSU, Southern California State University, and study medicine and be an OBGYN.
What has Pearls done for you?
It has helped me work on my attitude a lot. In middle school, my attitude was not that good, and this program has helped me open up to the girls and Miss Stevens a lot. It helps a lot with the inner you.
You know, it takes a lot of courage and bravery to say that my attitude wasn't what it should be, and that this has helped me change my attitude. I mean, that really shows a lot of growth on your part.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Kelsey, what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th.
You're in 10th grade? Is this your first year for Pearls?
Yes, it is.
And what are you getting out of this? What is this? What does Pearls mean to you?
Pearls mean to me Pearls is like a precious jewel. So, this group, we are something, girls are very precious, and, more people should recognize, that, us girls, we have a lot in us, and so we need to open up more and, talk.
That's kind of neat, though, that an organization called Pearls, and the way you put it about being precious, sometimes you don't have enough confidence in yourself, or you really don't value yourself that much, and that's what that sounds like. It's placing value in yourself.
Yes, it is.
Now, all of the girls that are in the group, does it serve like a home place for you? Get to know people better, that type of thing?
Yes, ma'am.
What was your goal?
To open up more. Yes.
Do you think you have?
I'm still working on it. Yes.
You're going to come back to Pearls next year?
Hopefully, yes.
Have you been involved in any of the community things that we've talked about? That the Toys for Tots, I believe, was done. Canned food drive, any of that? Have you been part of any of that?
Not recently, but I'm trying to go to some of them.
What does it mean to you to work in the community or to do something for the community?
To help the people, that's unfortunate, that needs, more than what other people don't have. There's people out there that needs help, and they're looking for help. So there's people out there that can give help that, we should be able to help them.
Don't you think sometimes that when you reach out to other people and you do things for other people, it's really you that benefits more than the people you're reaching out to?
It should, encourage other people, when other people see other people helping, that, tells the other person, well, maybe I should help them too, because they're helping them as well.
You're 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do when you graduate?
I want to become a sound engineer or a computer engineer.
A sound engineer. Mm-hmm. What does a sound engineer do?
Some sound engineers, some make music, some help sound equipment, and, help with different audio technicians and stuff like that.
You go ahead and do that, and then we'll use you on Chalk Talk as our sound person. How about that?
All right.
Good. Destiny, Ms. Stevens told me that there was a ceremony where your parents become involved. Can you tell me about that?
Yes. It was about 2 months ago. We had a ceremony. I think it was before we went on Christmas break. We had a ceremony. It was a lot of us, a really long line, but It was basically about how our parents had our pearls that we receive now, that we have now on our neck, that we received from, that our parents had put on our necks, you know.
So the pearls that you're wearing right now, your parents put those on your neck in this ceremony?
Yes, ma'am.
That's kind of a neat thing.
Yeah, it was. I was kind of nervous, but basically, you know, they called us up and we had to actually stand in front of everybody. People took pictures, and it felt actually relieved that I was a part of the group, knowing that my mom was right there with me while it was happening. So I felt pretty good about it.
It's kind of nice to include the parents in this. Now, what is your goal in Pearls? What is it, the thing that you want to accomplish?
Well, I'm not a shy person. I really like to talk to people, so my goal is to encourage others, you know, to start speaking up and, you know, start communicating with others, because there's a lot of people who don't feel good about themselves, and I want to make people feel comfortable, especially around me. Like, if they have a problem, they can know that they can come to me about it and, you know, speak about it if they can't talk to anybody else. I want to be that type of person to, like, encourage people to feel good about themselves, you know.
To speak up.
Yeah.
To speak up for themselves. What's your grade level?
I'm in 11th grade.
What happens after you graduate?
I've looked into a few colleges, but I plan to go do something into the medical field. I actually find interest in the whole paramedic thing, so I plan on joining the life-saving crew, volunteer work pretty soon, so I plan to do something like that.
I think that would be neat. I think that would. And the life-saving crew is right across the street from the school. So it'll work out good for you.
Yeah, my dad, he actually lives in LA, and this spring break, I actually plan on going to visit UCLA to see exactly what they have going on there, see if I find interest in going there.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Misha, Ms. Stevens told me that you spoke at the pearl ceremony, and I talked to one of the other girls about the pearl ceremony, and this is when your parents are involved and they actually put the pearls around your neck. What was your message when you spoke?
I was defining pearls, what a pearl meant to me, and how I felt about pearls.
So what did you say?
It was like a short message, that sort of like a poem about pearls that I had found on the internet that I really liked.
What? Tell me what it was.
It was like how gentle they were, how rare, how expensive, and how just incredible they are.
I think if we all looked at ourselves as being rare and being precious, the world might be a better place. What do you think?
Definitely.
What's your grade level?
10th.
Why are you in Pearls?
I'm just awesome.
Is that the A in Pearls?
Oh, yeah.
For awesome? Yeah. Now, what was your goal?
My goal is to graduate high school with at least a high GPA and then go on to college and pursue a medical field, something in the medical field.
Something in the medical field. That's been a thing I've heard from a lot of people. I'm going to ask you, what was your goal?
My goal is to lead others in a positive direction and just be a leader.
I've heard a lot of people say they want to be a leader. What does it mean? When you say you want to be a leader, what do you mean by that?
To encourage others to do the right thing.
Do you think maybe being part of Pearls and some of the things that Pearls do, that you set an example?
Yes, ma'am.
And through setting an example is, I think, being a leader. Don't you think so?
Definitely.
What have you done to set an example?
I've supported my peers. I try to make everyone feel like they belong. I try to make everyone feel like they're beautiful sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Stevens, in talking with the girls that are part of your organization, I've learned about some of the community things that they do. They've talked about their goals, the things they want to do when they get out of school. They're obviously all, let's say, oriented towards higher education. This is something they want to do. They tell me that they want to, let's say, project a positive attitude. They want to serve as role models for other girls, those types of things. What are some of the other aspects of Pearls that maybe we didn't cover in talking with the girls? You mentioned something to me about a letter that you were giving to the Mr. Stokes, the principal here.
Yes, the girls are doing an evaluation of what went right the first semester and what things they can improve or the administration can improve for the second semester. It's important to have the students' input. I mean, you know, this is their school. This is their high school.
When they looked at themselves, you said what went right in the first semester. Give me an example of something that they feel, that the students feel went right for them.
Well, you know, it's like the block schedule. They've gone from 7 classes to 4 classes. You know, it's a longer period of time in the classes, but at least the study, you're not studying for 7 subjects anymore, you're studying for 4. So we're looking at things that have changed in the school district. Behavior, you know, they're seeing students become better citizens, which is why they're chosen, you know, just like gentlemen by choice. They're chosen to be good citizens in the school. So when we wear our pearls twice a month, and we're dressed in black twice a month.
You mentioned discipline. Sometimes, we hear a lot about discipline, whether it's going, good, bad, or however it's going. Very seldom do we ask the students, what do you think about discipline in your school? Is that what you're talking about, that they commented on that, how they felt about discipline in the school?
Yes, we talked about that some, but we've just gone through our advanced ed review, and they did a survey of the students here at George Washington High School, and the survey says the students feel safe coming to school. That's what the survey results showed from the surveys where the students were surveyed in, I think it was October or November. So
it's sort of
things are better.
It's sort of like the expression out of the mouths of babes come. We talk about all of this, but do we ever turn around and say to the students, how do you feel about discipline? How do you feel about your school? Do you feel safe in your school? So I think that's the point you're trying to make, is we ask.
Yes.
What I'd like to do now is, I know you have a pledge.
We do.
That you do, and don't you end every session that way?
We start every time we meet, we start with the pledge.
All right, what we're going to do for this show, this Chalk Talk show, is we're going to end our show with that pledge.
Okay.
So let's go to the girls now and hear the pledge. And that's going to close out the show for us. And I want to thank everyone for being with us this week. And be sure to come back next week. And I hope you're as impressed with this group of girls as I am. They are doing a lot of hard work, working in the community and working to better their school and themselves.
We are precious pearls and we want to be our best. All the girls in this circle are my precious pearl sisters. We are learning how each one of us is precious and unique. Precious pearls help us believe in ourselves by building. P is for persuading. I will persuade others to always be positive. E is for encourage. I will encourage others to do everything they can do. A is for amazing. I will strive for academic excellence. R is for responsible. I will take responsibility for my actions even if I'm at home. L is for leaders. I will lead others to greatness. S is for sensitive. I will consider others' feelings. We pledge to help each other practice these traits. We want to become role models and powerful women who achieve our goals and dreams.